Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Maayong buntag, maayong hapon, maayong gabi kaninyong tanan mga Bisaya. And hello to all military families out there. For this vlog, this is purely dedicated to all service members and foreign national fiancés that are planning to get married. So this is from USFK regulation. But in this video, I will discuss and help you sum it up so you would know what to expect and how you can prepare for this whole process. Before I will start to run through the process, this is one thing I would like to say to all service members who are planning to marry their foreign national girlfriends. Please plan ahead before you PCS to the next base, because this process takes a long time. Please, timing is important. So that's about it. Enough of all that chit chat. So let's get through to the process. It's the responsibility of your service member to inform the chain of command of his intentions to marry his foreign national girlfriend or boyfriend. Alright, so it's important that they know ahead so they can help you and find out ways to support you in this process, because it involves a lot of time and effort. So in this phase, the service member is still responsible to set an appointment to his commander. Alright, so it is important that you know ahead the schedule, the availability of the commander, so you will save time. This meeting with the commander, he will give you tips and to prepare you. It's like a briefing, a little bit of orientation on what you have to expect, what factors could affect if you will marry with a foreign national. Sometimes they will require you to bring your foreign spouse or intended spouse. But if your intended spouse is not in Korea, as of the moment, it's alright if your intended spouse is not present during the meeting. For service members, after your first meeting with your commander, you have to wait at least a minimum of 48 hours or roughly 2 days. That's the minimum waiting time before you get called again. Alright, but it could take longer depending on his schedule or the commander's schedule. It is also important that after meeting and signing with the document from the commander, your service member should visit their local special security officer and the security manager to inform of his intention to marry a foreign national. So they will give you special requirements depending on what nationality. So in our case, I'm a Filipina, so I had my own requirements. On my part, I only submitted my police background inspection. It's called the NBI clearance and police clearance in my hometown. And then my service member, you will also have a separate process. And it is more strict if your service member is under special forces. So mine, he's not under special forces, so it was just alright. Marriage is something serious that shouldn't be taken so lightly. So that's why the military finds it important that the service members always finds time to visit and make an appointment with a chaplain, so they can help them prepare ahead on what to expect, what will be their roles being a married personnel or a married man inside the military. With the service member meeting with the commander, with the chaplain, and the special security forces, the foreign intended spouse does not need to be present with him. But on this next process, the intended spouse should be present during the legal counseling. Why? Of course, it is important that both parties, the service member and the foreign intended spouse, knows what lies ahead, especially with the laws in both countries. That depends. So right now we're talking about the US military. So the US has their own laws, and in the Philippines we also have our own laws. So what are the implications if we both did something illegal during our marriage? What if they found out we're just fraud, we're just marrying because I want the green card? Just kidding. Or one reason why the foreign intended spouse has to be present is because you guys will both sign an affidavit, not really an affidavit, but a form proving that you were there during the legal orientation. That everything has been discussed to you pretty much, in that you know what are the consequences if you disobey the law. Your service member, they can do their medical exams in the base, so it's alright, there's no problem. But us, we have to find a US accredited institution or medical facility. I'll just share my experience on my part. In the Philippines, there's only one medical facility that was accredited by the US government, and it's only St. Luke's Medical Center. It's in Manila, and I'm from Cebu, so I have to fly out there. Good thing my husband accompanied me, so it was really okay. I wasn't alone, and actually it was pretty fast. It took me a day to do all of it, but then the results, we have to wait. So that was like 2 days of waiting until I got my results. For foreign nationals out there, check immediately, check ahead, what are the following medical facilities that are accredited by the US government. So you can check what are the requirements that you have to bring before you go out there. The medical results are very important, so the military is very strict when it comes on foreign nationals marrying the US military service members. Of course, it makes sense. You have to be healthy, you have to be in good state to marry somebody, because it's also the same with your service member. You also have to make sure that they don't have any contagious disease that he can or she can pass on to their intended spouse. So it's good to check if you guys are both healthy in both mental, physical, and overall health. This process, this is the time that the service member will start routing the documents for approval throughout the chain of command. You guys should double check all your documents, collate everything from the very beginning up to the medical examinations. Make sure that you guys got everything you need, double check all your documents, and then put it in a very nice folder, safe and neat. So in that folder where all of your documents are present for you to have your marriage request be approved, that is called the marriage packet, because that's the only thing that the commander or the whole chain of command will check. And I'm telling you, this one can take a really long time depending on the schedules of the chain of command. So they might be busy sometimes, so your folder can stay up to, you know, a long time on their table. So just pray, think positive, and always remember God is good. In that once they finished routing the documents and the whole chain of command was able to sign and was able to check the completeness and the authenticity of all of the documents, then they will approve you to get married. You know, I can just remember that time when he gave me the news that ta-da, it's over. It's over. The rotation was done, and then the commander-in-chief and the wing king approved our request to get married. It was such a relief. If you're planning to get married in Korea, both service member and the foreign intended spouse has to go back to legal for further discussion or instructions. So in our part, we didn't do that because we got married here in the Philippines. We really planned to get married around June, but then we had to delay it because it was a really long process. So whatever happens, whatever setbacks that you encounter during the process, never ever give up and get discouraged, because it's not gonna help both of you. So always remember in mind, that whenever setbacks happens or frustrating situations may happen, always remember that you have each other and that the goal, focus on the goal. The goal is to be together, to end LDR if you are currently LDR, because I'm telling you guys, it's all gonna be worth it. Always be patient. It's not perfect every day. And then pray together. It really helps a lot. We don't have anybody to talk to, any advice, because it's different per base. You know, it's so frustrating because nobody can really prepare you. Nothing's gonna prepare you for the process. But it's okay. Encourage one another to always stay positive. There you have it. Please, if you have questions or concerns, any comment, or anything you would like us to talk about, please do not hesitate to comment down below. I hope you have learned something from this video. And remember, always stay grateful and be blessed. Till next time.